Like, seriously, that is weird as hell. Fan happiness, head scratch for those playing bingo. Stadium rating is 20th out of 32 teams. Even though our stadium rating is a 0. So the only thing we have to worry about, 32 teams, 31 stadiums, fair. The only thing that we have to worry about, though, with the funds is just the money. So that's also another learning experience, is you don't, yeah, it's technically there's 30 stadiums because you have Vegas and LA. You get the point. Point being, our rating for stadium has been 0 for like 3 seasons. And what's the point of upgrading it? It doesn't appear to have this extreme negative effect on the team, which is very strange. You would think that it would. But yeah, there is no crazy negative effect. Yeah, MetLife's a factor there too. Fuck's sake. There's a lot of shared stadiums. You get the point. We're not dead last like we should be. Anyway, depth chart for the year. Devlin, Thompson, which is beautiful. We have Pierce and Craig. I'm tempted to make Craig the starter. I am going to make Craig the starter. Pierce is obviously amazing, but I don't want Craig to lose his dev pattern. So Craig is going to be our guy to start off. Ricky Connor at fullback. Wideouts, again, Jeff Hyde, Josh Robinson. And it really does drop off a little bit from there. It really does, but we have some amazing offensive talents surrounding the wideout core that it doesn't need to be amazing. And again, Evan McBath is going to be our starting right tackle. We got to get him into training ASAP. ASAP. We got to get Carson ahead of Stewart. So we got Gibson there. Red, of course, we got an injury in the middle. Hyde's still our starting outside linebacker on the right-hand side. Corner, we currently have an injury, so it looks abysmal. Looks absolutely abysmal. Presley at safety. Beckwith. Like, we're looking good. Yet again, we are going to be fielding a playoff caliber team. It is just up to them to not blow it. It is up to them to not blow it. It's pretty much what we're looking at. We're obviously going to put Zach Craig as our starter everywhere again. This is Pierce's last year here anyway. Terry at slot receiver makes a lot of sense. All of that's good. We are good. 93 rated Devy to start off the season. So let's take a look then. Finances, we know now we have money to spend, which is great. Team salaries. Let's see whose contracts are coming due. So quarterback, Devlin's still got 4 more years. Running back, Pierce is gone. So we do not need to scout quarterbacks. We don't need to scout running backs. I mean, running backs will be in the mid. I think they'll both be in the... well, they won't be prioritized. So quarterback, running back, we don't need to worry about. Don't need to worry about fullback. Wide out, Robinson. His deal is going to be up again. So wide receiver will definitely be a focus. And still, because of the lack of championships, he's not going to want to come back. It really does feel... God, we got Cook, we got Williams. It really does feel like we have to win the Super Bowl this year. A lot of O-line talents coming due. Right tackle's the priority. The rest of these guys, we can look to spend money on to keep. On the edge, Goodwin's deal's up. Oh, man. Again, Pleasant's good, but we had to overspend to keep him. Linebacker's a little bit rough. So we're not going to know for sure what we need in terms of like O-line and D-line. I do have 4 primary positions that we have a need for. And then everything else, it just depends on who we end up re-signing. So we'll keep that in mind as we look to set up our scouts. And we will go ahead and fire all these sons of bitches. Fire these sons of bitches. Alright, let's go take a look at prospects. So in the Northeast, we don't need quarterbacks. Left outside linebacker, we don't need. Left tackles, not a huge need. Safety, wide receiver. So wide out could work. Tight end, wide out again. Middle linebacker, right guard. Running back, right guard, wide receiver. Shit. Well, it did look like there was a lot of interior. Yeah, some interior O-line or just offensive tackles. Let's see, Southeast. Wide out, wide out. Linebacker, well, wide out and outside linebacker then. There is a couple of right tackles. Oof. Couple of corners. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Alright, the Southeast region is our primary target this year. That's insane. Central. Right tackle, corner. Wow, the Central sucks. The Central absolutely sucks. But in the West, corner, corner, corner. Okay, the West is like pure corner focus. Pretty much doesn't matter what else. We'll go corner and wide out if that's available. Okay. So in terms of our scouts, free agents. So offensive tackle and corner. Does that exist? No, it does not. Corner and offensive tackle does not exist either. We can scout corners elsewhere. So let's go back to OT and interior OT as well. Let's hire you. And you are going to be our central scout. Let's see, wide receiver, interior O-line, offensive tackle. So wide receiver, do we have either offensive tackle position? No, we do not. So let's just go with wide receiver and corner. Larry Miller. Honestly, we're not going to assign you yet. And wide receiver, outside linebacker. Corner and wide receiver is a thing, though. Which we do need. We could use corner and wide receiver in quite a few spots. Outside linebacker. Goes with it. Interior O-line. Offensive tackle. Damn. Outside linebacker, offensive tackle. Let's hire Elizabeth. So outside linebacker. You will be in the Southeast. Wide receiver, corner will be in the West. So we need our Northeast of wideouts in one of the two tackle positions. No, I did not want to fire you. Again, wide out, one of the two tackles position wasn't there, so I can get a 2-star or a 1-star. Let's go for this. You will be our Northeast scouts. And our national scout, who can be a 2-star. Could be the wide receiver and quarterback option. corner and wide receiver Doug Baldwin, the former receivers who will say it is. And you can be our national scout. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we know what we're looking for then. Kind of. Again, it's still a little bit of a hit or miss in terms of who we'll actually have. 85 rated team though, man. Damn. Okay, we are going to take Josh Owens out of there now. Right tackle. Evan McBath gets a shitload of training out of pure necessity. Apparently our offense is currently ranked terribly. It is the start of the season, so I'm not too worried. We'll see, I'm sure we'll have more training points here. And we will start off this season strong against Cleveland, damn it. Please. Please start off strong. Let's see, Gary Drew. Get a little bit better at some of his weaker stats. Beautiful. And Shakir DiCarvalho. He's now a legit 87. Which is awesome. Did he go from superstar to normal to star to superstar to star to superstar? I think that's what he did. Ender, what's going on, bud? And really quickly, franchise staff points will save up. So right now, we're looking okay. Ish. Let's go ahead, sim this game against Cleveland. We should be okay. We lost by a field goal. I hate it here. I hate it here. Of course we lost by a field goal. We lose the opening game of the season, and I immediately get concerned that this is going to be another tragic year. Gotta be honest, I think if we miss the playoffs, I'm going to threaten to leave this team again. Like, we gotta be able to do something, right? Something. Damn. Historic day for the channel. Isn't every day? Every day I'm still here is a surprise and a shock. Craig Harris and your lovely hair. You're like MJF's older brother. Up to a 76. He was a big disappointment. Terry Johnson. We needed a guy named Terry on this team. Rename him to O. Zach Craig, the running back, already getting better. Oh, this guy's going to be a stud. You just know it. He's going to be a stud. Literally the next A.J. Dillon. Deontay Harris. Getting a little bit better. Sear White. Kevin Carson, that super young DT, or not super young, but 23. And good dev pattern, but horrible overall. He gets a bit better. And then Brendan Pleasant. Brendan, we spent a crap load of money on you, and I probably shouldn't have, but I didn't want to have to worry about another draft pick. Make things happen this season, buddy. Prove your worth. Unfortunately, we've already lost to Cleveland, so how much worth do we have? Michael Dixon, you'll be let go at the end of the season. Hines, you'll be let go at the end of the season. Russell Gage. Now, let's actually go position by position. Easton Stick, you'll be let go of at the end of the season. We know Hines will be gone. Damian Pierce, we're going to drop at the end of the year. We just drafted his replacement. LaMarcus Smart and Devonta Wright, we don't know yet. Josh Robinson, again, has zero interest in re-signing with us. Shit. I don't know what we're going to do about Josh Robinson. We already lost our amazing, lovely, elite tight end. What the hell am I going to do if we lose a 99 rated wide receiver? Aside from cry. There will be tears. Alright, so we definitely have some big contracts coming due as well. Franchise tag him into retirement. That's pretty much our only choice. I don't remember if there's a limit on what you can do franchise tag wise, if you can even use it on the same guy 2 years in a row. LOL, Antonio Hyde wants to leave. I haven't wanted you on this team for 3 years. Yeah, this is going to be for as long as we continue with this team. Aw, Jeff. For as long as we continue with this team, it is going to have to be this frankly absurd balancing act just to keep us competitive. It really is. Let's sim against Jacksonville. They're also a pretty damn good team. And we are going to be 0-2 to start the season. Can't you just overpay him? I don't believe on 0 interest he'll accept. And you got to realize what overpaying a 99 overall is going to entail. Jeff Hyde gets a little bit better. Titans legend, Jeff Hyde. Not bad. Not bad. We are 0-2 to start the year. Mock draft. Are we projected at number 1? No, but linebacker Jerome Harper is. How the hell are we 0-2, man? How the hell are we 0-2? Regional scouting focuses. Let's see what we got here. So in the West, we will focus on corners. In the Central, we will focus on offensive tackles. In the Northeast, we will focus on wideouts. Southeast, we will focus on outside linebackers, just to really spread the wealth. Yeah, I can try to pay him a crap load of money and see if he'll accept it. He'll be the one guy I'm willing to do that for, but I highly doubt it works. We can negotiate. Look at that cap hit. Jesus Christ. I will offer you a 7-year, very player-friendly deal, in which case we are paying you more than fucking Jesus would get paid. If he accepts it, cool. If not, whatever. Because now we know we don't really have to worry about the stadium that much. He wants more! He wants more than that! Could you imagine turning down $30 to $40 million a year as a wide receiver? Holy God, I tried. Alright, I tried. But the bottom line is, it outright comes down to our lack of rings in this series. Like, not winning a Super Bowl with some of the talent that we've had on this team over the years. Not even lucking our way into it. Like, goddamn, if the Jags can make a damn Super Bowl, why can't I? Jesus. Who's the highest paid player? I think it's Aaron Rodgers, is it not? At least in terms of average guaranteed money now, though, it might be... It's either Rodgers or Deshaun Watson. I also don't know what the details of Shitbag's contract are. Which player am I talking about? No, I'm not comparing the two. They're both shitbags for different reasons, though. Evan McBath, we need you to develop. We need you to develop. But yeah, I think the highest paid wideout's Cooper Kupp. And I think he gets paid 27? And we were offering him 30 to 40 on a scale. A scaling deal as he gets older, because like every contract's backloaded. So, oh, let's see. Emmanuel Timmons, who's apparently going to leave me at the end of the year. Just like all my great players. It's amazing I don't have commitment issues. All the good things in my life just up and leave, except for one, the most important one, thank God. We are 0-2, as are the Bills. Can we finally win? Can we finally win? So in America, NBA players are the richest. Oh, thank God we won that game. Yeah? Yes. At least, like, the average NBA player is the richest, because, holy shit, like, bench players get paid fucking Connor McDavid money. It's hilarious and sad. Alright. Well. Josh. 7-year deal wasn't enough. We'll give you a $14 million bonus and $27.5 million in salary. We'll be paying you $50 million just about in 2036. Yeah! How expensive! Oh my God! We dropped to $50 million in funds! Did he just get like $70 million in bonus money? What the fuck just happened? How much money did I just lose in funds? We got him to stay, but it dropped me down to 50 million. Holy shit. Oh my God. Well, it turns out you can, in fact, sign somebody with red bar interest. You just have to pay them more per year than the gross domestic product of some small countries. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is just pay them that. Holy shit. Just pay them more than what the entire island of Martinique is worth, and they will stay with your team. Just pay them your next 3 first-round picks. Well, the funny thing is, though, 53 million, depending on what my other dudes want to sign for, might not be that bad. Or we just bankrupted the team. I'm not sure yet. Because a lot of our offensive linemen want to leave this year. Also, we just unlocked a mid-in elite for Brendan Parks, who's is a beautiful guy. You know, he didn't have the hype or the fanfare that Austin had, but Parks is an unbelievable player. We're 1-2 on the season. Let's sim this game against Jacksonville. Hopefully get back to 500, and maybe things are looking up for us. And we won 42-10. We did pick up an injury. And it's the backup tight end, Craig Harris, who's going to be out for a couple of weeks. Yeah, we paid that man a shitload of money. Devlin, 5 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown for AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So we shredded Jacksonville, which is very important as a divisional rival. Yeah, that was a lot of money. But we know that we don't really have to worry about the arena or the stadium, call it what you will. So in theory, we're not as boned. This seems a little bit more maneuverable. I don't know for sure. I presume having a lower arena score means we get less back, but we're still getting back enough. We might not have a first-round pick this upcoming season. We might have to trade that bad boy. But, the Texans' dream is alive and well. We're marching. We're moving. We got Zach Craig at running back now. We still have our franchise at quarterback. Now we got our franchise receiver. Like, in theory, we're okay. We're probably going to have to move on from our head coach sometime soon because he's 17,000 years old. Love you, Ron Rivera. But, you know, interesting spot that we continue to find ourselves in. That's all. That's all. That's all. Speaking of which, Ron, do we have, let's start working on those XP upgrades for you. Let's start working on those XP options. And we're going to go for O-line as opposed to safeties, because safeties were pretty good to go. I'm going to focus on the offensive XP a little bit more, which might be a mistake, but you know what? Fuck it. It's alive as it ever really well. Fair? I don't have a good response for that. I don't. Can I check my finances from last week? How much money did I lose? Bam! Oh my God! I lost $101 million last week because I paid out $98 million in player bonuses. Oh my fucking God. Whoo-wee. All right, let it be shown the Houston Texans will in fact splash the cash if need be. Let's play the Rams. $98 million in a player bonus for one player. We crushed the Rams. We've won 3 in a row. We are not boned. We are the ones who bone. Let it be known. We are the ones who bone. All day. All day. Except for when we play football. And even then. God, what a fucking absurd contract. Again, if I didn't take those first round picks away for a couple of years, that wouldn't have been possible. Gonna be the Yotes and get locked out of their own arena? Potentially. Potentially. Let's see. We don't yet know about those super young dudes if we're going to re-sign any of them. And they are... Nope, they're not the only ones. So Dameon Pierce, we know we're going to let go of. We got our new young guy. Dameon can go get the bag elsewhere. Harold Beckwith, Dennis Brooks, Juan Gibson. All right, this is where we could be in trouble. Let's start saving up here a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a bit. John Redd. A legitimate 95 overall middle linebacker leading the way. What a champ. 25 years young. Has zone hawk, under pressure, and closer, which is literally a leader amongst men. Romeo Cook is now a legitimate 79 rated offensive tackle. Not bad. Mike Thompson, our backup quarterback. Probably not for too much longer, but he's chilling. 72 overall. Jeff St. Jeff. He's going to leave at the end of the year, but Jeff St. Louis. We got Evan McBath, who does get another upgrade point. Again, he is our weak spot on the offensive line. He is pretty shit. I could probably trade... Oh my God, Josh Robinson got even better. How did you get better? You're already a 99. Oh my God. +4 break tackle. Look at this man. Look at this. Jesus Christ. He's 6'4". Look at him. 98 jumping. Fuck. The reason why I want to win with the Texans so bad and move on to our next challenge is because that way, offline, I can play with this team and enjoy the quarterback and wide receiver. At the same time, I could play with them now, but it's more fun to watch the AI win. But then again, maybe it's not. Maybe I start playing a bit more in the playoffs at this rate. They got to get me there. Once I'm there, I knock them down. Who's to say? I don't know what to do. Let's sim against Pittsburgh. They're 4-1 at an 82 overall. We should kick our ass. I don't know. Is the online franchise really bugged right now? I haven't had too many issues with it. It's not perfect. We beat the Steelers as well. 4-2 heading into a game against the terrible Indianapolis Colts. Things are looking okay. Devlin, 4-touchdown game. That's what I am talking about. Crushing it right now. Crushing it. We're gonna hold on to some money before signing other contracts, though. Gotta play it just a little bit safe, you know? Just a smidge safe. After spending $98 million in signing bonuses on one player, you gotta be just a tad bit safe from time to time, you know? Can't give everyone that amount of money. Just the greatest wide receiver in the history of the world. That's right, I said it. Jerry who? Easton Trout, our kicker, gets even better. He is up to an 88. And we turn the lights out on him. 99 power, 93 accuracy. The second highest rated kicker in the league, Easton Trout. Gary Drew. It's up to a legitimate 81. We do have to re-sign him. Zach Craig, another upgrade point. Love this man already. He's up to a 75. Legit. Still don't know his dev pattern. He's a bowling ball at 5'10", 230. And then Paul Devlin, the man, the myth, the legend, a 94, currently playing like a 96. Who would have thought Paul Devlin, who has dropped down from superstar to star, but he's a 94, so I'm not exactly crying over it. But that's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good indeed. Can we beat the Colts? Can we beat the Colts and move to 5-2? They were 1-5, and we gave up 42 points to them. We just can't stop being the Texans. No matter what, somehow, some way, we are always the Texans. No matter how good I make this team, we are always the Texans. Well, we still need to focus on wideouts, but we're a little bit better set up there than we are at corner. Let's focus on corners primarily because Sting's going to need a replacement. But we will still be looking good for wideouts. But it's now not our #1 concern with Robinson staying. 51 million in funds. Let's hold off. Let's hold off a little bit. I can't believe we lost to the Colts. An amazing opportunity to take the lead in the division. And we said no. Deontay Harris at corner is star dev. And we still don't know about Craig. Texans gonna Texan pretty much. When in Texas, do as the Texans do. What, below it? I mean, Texas is becoming way more progressive. Happy Pride. Player upgrades. What do we got? Dylan Thompson. At corner. You're pretty trash, but you're like the best we can work with right now. Unless we make a trade, but let's be honest, we don't have the money to trade. What's trading? Ricky Connor. Don't know his dev pattern yet. LaMarcus Smart, as we would say up in my neck of the woods. Make him a little bit better, even though he is probably gone at the end of the year. Kevin Carson, that defensive tackle, he's still getting better. I can't really get him into focus training yet, though, until some of the other guys improve. He's played 3 downs of football this year. And Deontay Harris up to a 75. So we definitely have some weak spots on the team. We just have to hope that our strengths can overcome our weaknesses. Unfortunately, that ass kicking by the Colts has me a bit concerned, but I am still going to sim past the deadline. Week 8 against the Cardinals. We lost again, and we're down to 4-4. Another 40-point against the game. Can I go back a week and make trades, actually? That would be cool. This is the streakiest damn team I think I have ever controlled in any franchise ever. Like, it's actually absurd. It is actually absurd how streaky this damn team is. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Son of a bitch. More player upgrades, though. Becky. Up to an 84. It's gone up by like 10 points. You've hit a rut with so many teams winning in franchise. It's absurd. I can build a team like no other. You put whatever limitations you want, I can build a team. Can I get that team to win? Apparently not. Apparently I cannot. Building a team, exactly. Lead a horse to water, but can't make it do the fucking thing. Exactly. Exactly. Brendan Parks, a beautiful 76 overall tight end. Handsome devil. Playbook, we've been leaving the coach options as we've hired them to make, give them more importance. All right, Tennessee, we really cannot afford a loss against a division rival. Again. From 0-2 to 4-2 to like 4-5 now or some shit. This is ridiculous. Mobsky, take it easy, buddy. At this point, I'm tempted to give the fellas the rest of the night off before they actually miss the playoffs. If I just handed a 99 wide receiver $98 million in signing bonus, only to then miss the playoffs, I don't know what I'll do at this rate. I have no idea. I don't know. How am I enjoying franchise? Quite a bit. Upgrade from last year? Yes. Free agency is pretty fun. If you messed around with the scouting, they didn't change much. After adding it in the middle of last year, I have been enjoying it. Despite the fact that this team makes me want to jump off a bridge. But like a short bridge. Like just enough to twist my ankle. Because because much like this team, I expect one thing, the sweet embrace of death, and instead I just twist my ankle, so it's death by 1,000 cuts. Does that analogy work for 3 in the morning? They can't all be the Dolphins. They certainly can't. That Dolphins franchise, what was it, 3 Super Bowls in 3 years? It's a shame that was Twitch only. I really should have recorded that, because now no one... Unless people saw it, they won't believe me. So... Alright, if we lose to Baltimore, then we're 4-6, and I'm going to bed. Alright, everybody, I'm going to bed.